Hopefully we keep a signal tonight. Looks good. Happy Friday evening, everybody. Welcome to All-American Sports Mall in Lemay, South St. Louis County. Well, I guess, yeah, it is South St. Louis County. Almost Jefferson County here for a late season matchup. Here's Southern Illinois IceHawks. 14U A1s taking on the prospects from Affton, the 14U A1 squad there. Hawks first league action here in a couple of weeks. Their last action came in Columbus, Ohio, a 1-0 heartbreaker defeat in the final there in a shootout. They'll look to get back on their winning ways here. IceHawks currently sit in 5th place in the Mo Hockey A1 division. They'll sit there with 5 wins, 3 losses, 2 ties, and 12 points. Affton sits tied for 3rd with TBL at 6-4-3 with 15 points. First meeting between the two here this season. They'll play them again on Sunday, an 8 a.m. tilt at the McHenry Metro Recplex on the Petker Ring. Tomorrow, IceHawks will take on the Twin Bridges Lightning. Just above them here in the standings. That game, 11 o'clock, has been moved from Granite City to McHenry. It'll be on the junior ring, so we'll be coming at you ice level from the dip there, as we bust out the step ladder for 2 times here this season. The Hawks going to look to take 3 here this weekend, 2 against Affton, 1 against TBL. Teams with 15 games to play on the season, the Hawks have played the least amount of any. Only 10 games so far to their credit. Kirkwood, the next lowest, at 12. So games in hand for the IceHawks as we come up here to the end of the year. Again, they'll play Affton here tonight, TBL tomorrow at McHenry, Affton at McHenry on Sunday, and the next weekend against Chesterfield at Chesterfield in the Shanahan rink. That one, an 8:30 game on the 7th, and then Kirkwood at 1:15 p.m. on the 8th, and that'll round out the season. After that, we'll head into Blue Note Cup playoffs at the end of the month. Those start February 20th, and again, these these games all for seeding purposes. Hawks trying to get themselves in a good position to make a long run here in the Blue Note Cup playoffs here coming up in just a couple of weeks. Hard to believe we're at this point in the season. It goes by faster and faster, it seems, each year, and we'll see if the Hawks can come out here flying against the Americans. Freddie Taylor at center for Affton will go up against Charlie Henry. Hawks in their road black alternates. Michael Hughes on the left wing with Alan Schmittling on the left side as he puts that one in offside to start things off here. Ryan Bonsack and Bryce Haynes on defense, and Ducky Cope heading that for the Ice Hawks. We'll do our best to get things to you here from the west side of the center post here at center ice as Affton wins this one and brings it in. Hawks able to clear it away. Henry across center ice, has that one poked away by Reed Smith, and they come. Taylor on the back end, forced off to the side by Bonsack. Now it's steal away, can't move it. Smith able to dump it back in for Affton. Down low, Haynes picks it up, moves it up for Hughes, top of the zone, centers it up for Henry. Chuckles brings it into the zone, into the corner. That one poked away by Smith, and he'll bring it back out for Affton. Back across center ice they come. Takes a shot on, that one blocked by Colton Stinson, and there's first action on the ice tonight. Colton able to get it, throws it off near side. Now they'll wrap it around far side for Felker. Alex gets it out of the zone. Smith picks it up, now loses it to Brant Hank. Brant comes in, top of the circle, wants to take a shot. Smith able to pull that one off his stick, throws it back out to center. Knocked down by Brexton Pecker, the former Ice Hawk, brings it in. He's knocked down in front by Cole Shelton. Shelton with it now behind his own net, wraps around near side. Haynes will pick it up along the boards, get it out to center. That one pushed away by Parks, far side. For Shine to put back in by the Americans with a minute and a half gone here in the first. Haynes, top of the zone, gets it back to Shelton. Or excuse me, sends it out, loses it. Shot on by Stremlau, the first one of the night for Affton. Save made by Cope. Stremlau still has it on his backhand, far side. Sends it up to Sharamataro, puts a shot on, bouncing puck, goes wide as Duck makes the save once again. Near side, Parks shot on, that one fanned on a bit, kicked down by Shelton. He'll clear it out to center. Parks there to pick it up, throws it ahead again for Webb. Into the zone, top of the slot, shot on off the shoulder of Cope. Swats it out of the way. Hawks defense coughing up some in their own zone so far. Can't clear it away. This one kicked back out far side. Stremlau have to hold it in again. Now Felk trying to push it out past Shine. He holds it into the zone. Near side trying to get Sharamataro. He can't handle. Now thrown out by Haynes. This will go to the length. No icing is the call. Both teams will change. Brought back up near side by Shine. Put in. Bonsack knocks it down. Takes it to the corner. He's met there by Stremlau. Now poked away past Phelps. Dormer trying to get it out. Sharamataro, top of the zone, pushed out by Mersinger. Bonsack backs that one into the zone. It'll back up to the corner. Brings it behind her own net. Near side, back to the point. Bonsack skates the line, skates into the slot, shot on, save made. And I'll bring the first shot in action here. 11:59, first shot on the goal for the Hawks on netminder Zane Pruitt. Draw one by the Americans, they'll bring it out. Brand, far side, has Overby in the middle. He'll hang on to it, poked away by Kerber. Now the pass for Overby, overshot. Drop it near side, off the corner, poked out by Bonsack, now pushed back in. Mersinger on it. Bonsack has it, gives it to Kerber, far side, trying to clear. Brand holds it in for Affton, throws it towards the net. Save made there by Cope. Into the far side, now in front again. Another save made by Duck. He's had to stand tall on the post a couple times. Now cleared away by Altmansberger as they go to change. That one off a Niddle as they try to get it back in. They'll reset, get it to Overby near side. Pushed off for a moment by Henry. Overby stands his ground, throws it in behind the Hawks net. Now thrown through the crease. No one there. The Americans go for the change. Hawks haven't tried to bring it out. Henry near side, throws it into the corner. Wraps around middle. Not going to make it as she puts Schmittling into the wall. They get it from the corner, throw it out near side as Feger picks it up at center to do his own end. For Haynes, fans on the pass across, and that one's thrown in by Miles Opperman. Down in the far corner, there's Havoc. Good is slotting fan by Lynn, rolls off the heel of the stick. Hawks get it back out to center. Tip it ahead for Henry through some legs, but no one there to help out. Dix pulls it back, and Landry Dix trying to put it in. Intercepted there by Haynes, and Bryce throws it in past Smith into the corner. Schmittling will chase him and wrap it around the boards near side. In front, Shelton, the backhand, and turned away by Pruitt. Now the Americans coming in the other way. Haynes tried to push Dix off through the slot, and that one to the near side. Can't clear it away. Shot in from Lynn from the point. Save made there by Cope. Now stop things with 9:59 to go. Affton out shooting the Hawks 6-3, and still no score here 5 minutes into the first period. Taylor and Shelton to the dot near side. One by the Hawks. Have it down low. Stinson tried to put it off the glass, puts it into the netting instead. Restart once again. I know. Get down there. One by Park, shot on. Glove saved there by Duck. And we'll go once more. You're fine. Lean up. You're good. Shot on again by Parks near side. That one goes wide. Now Felton far side trying to clear it. Can't. We bring it back in. Shine. Bouncing puck to the circle. Hector tried to pull it in front. That one turned away by Stinson. And here they come out the other way. Shelton throws it in as he gets checked into the boards by Taylor. Down low. Haynes against Shine. But one can get to the puck. It goes loose to the corner. Now Pecker tried to move it ahead, but leaves it from the point. Shot on by Kerber. Swatted away. Now Felker throws one wide of the net. Far side. Kerber able to hold it in again. Gets it to Shelton down low. Goal with time. Puts the center up. Gets it to Stinson. Top of the circle. Shot on. That one wide near side. Back out in front. And a good shot on there by Brant Haynes, but turned away again. Come bring it back the other way. Stinson able to steal away, gets it out up to center, throws it in. No icing is the call. Americans will chase it back into the corner. Back out to center. Contact, can't hold it. Now Taylor has it slide off the heel of his stick. Bryce Haynes with it, gets it back to center, throws it into the zone. Pushed back out by the Americans. That one off the stick of no one, and whoop. Stop play at 8:35. Sorry about that, guys. Thought I hit the button, did not. The zone held in by Northwood, far side, puts it down low, middle. Fans on the clear, but no one around, able to get it back. Gets it out to Stremlaw, somehow bounces over everybody. He gets in behind the defense, shot on wide to the left side. That wasn't going in no matter what. Now the Hawks able to clear it away again. Phelps hits Mercer near the blue line. Easton takes a shot, that one off the glove of Pruitt. Back out the center, cleared away. Running by Wagner, that shot on, save made there by Duck. Trickles out of the zone. Can't be held in by Schmittling. Now Bonsack has to retreat as Henry tried to bring it in. He's in offside as Hughes throws it into the zone, and the face-off coming in front of the Americans bench with 7:47 to go here in the first period. Hawks shaking off the rust here, but haven't given one up yet. Stinson takes a draw win from Henry into the zone, but has it pulled away, and now here come the Americans the other way. Dormer throws it in. That one deflects wide. Now Overby in the corner battles with Stinson there as Colton tries to hold him in. Trickles free. Henry Up and out of the zone, centers it up for Schmittling. Collin throws it in from the blue line. That one's scooped up by Pruitt. He'll hang on and stop things with 7:20 to go. I'll try and loosen up the camera here and move it a little bit forward and see if we can get a little better angle here. Just a second here, guys. Just another inch or two forward, try to see around the post here. They battle in the corner near side, come back out, and that one's going to clear out of the zone. Another face-off down low for the Hawks. They'll switch things up, put out Shelton, Brand Haynes, and Felker up front. Fager and Stinson stay on defense. Draw one, back to Fager. Shot on, that one deflected on by Felker, and a pad save made by Pruitt. Comes back out, top of the zone. The Americans will clear. Carry it in, Overby loses that one off the stick. Keep it in. Now try to take a shot on that one. Knocked down by Haynes. Stinson trying to clear it away. Now they leave it into the slot, shot on. Dormer doesn't get a ton on. Easy save there for Duck. 10 shots on the period so far. Over halfway through for the American. Now into the zone, it'll trickle. Lynn picks it up, clears it away near his side. Back out to center. Stinson picks it up, throws it past Overby and in. Smith brings it out. Felker able to get a piece of it. Smith able to regather it back in, throws it into the zone past Fager. Stinson pushed in by Overby, trying to stay with it. Get some help there from Shelton as it trickles up to Haynes. They get a piece, they get a shot on. Save made again by Cope. Shelton takes a swing, trying to pull it out. Can't. Now Overby with the top of the circle. Has it stolen away by Haynes, but he can't move it out of the zone. Smith holds it in and holds it in. Clearing attempt again by Fager. Now it bounces back to Logan. Off the boards down low for Stinson. Up for Shelton. Wasn't expecting it. That one cleared. It's going to be offside. Good call there by the referee as he catches open and offside. We're going to face off right in front of us here at 5:50. Mentioned Hawks with this game, and after this game, we'll have 4 left, and I'll put the face off far side. Affton's last 2 games against the Hawks tonight and on Sunday, and they're done for the season, no hockey-wise. And they'll be ready to play the prospect playoffs starting Chicago next week. Off the top of the zone, able to backhand it out, hits Dix on stride, brings it in, shot on, and got it over the blocker Cope and high and wide. This one trickles on, Duck swats it away, but right onto the tape of Miles Oppen. Hold it in the zone. Now Herbert has it far side, tries to move it ahead. Does, gets to Fager. He'll center it out for Altenberger, but tips it right to Caden Parks. Picked up by Bonsack, trying to move it ahead. Webb with a good stick, pushes it in. Opperman, ooh, I took a shot on that one front. Hope there, doesn't get on net. Now Altenberger up the center, throws it in so the Hawks can make the change. Shine trying to move it out, held in by the Hawks. Ooh, and that one rolls off the stick of Schmittling. Haynes from his own end gets it up for Hughes. Micah brings it in, tried to make the move through Parks again. He pokes that one away. Now Taylor with it. To shoot Dix. Moving in, that one's stolen away by Hughes, trying to clear it away. Now Taylor, far side, puts a hit on Logan Fager. Drops him at the blue line, but Henry able to clear it away, deep into the zone. Hawks will chase it around. They rip it around hard into the Hawks end. No icing as it calls. It settles off a crack in the boards near side. Haynes able to clear that one away through some sticks, and they'll call this one icing on the Hawks. Except that it goes on net. Sorry about that. Couldn't see it. Pruitt makes the save. So a shot on, and now we'll get a stop and play. And Pruitt will cover it and hang on. Felker, Shelton back out up front. Now we got issues with the netting here down in front of us. Oh, the pane of glass came out, looks like. Let's see if we can pan down and see. Take a little time out here, focusing on some of the boys. Say hi, fellas. Appears we've gotten the glass back in as the boys hang tight on the bench. Look at Ducky Cope here in net. Ready to get things back going here, far side. Offense's own face-off here coming for the Hawks. Won by Taylor, back to Wagner for the Americans to get back underway. They try to clear it, held in by Kerber, and now Shelton. Kerber backhands it back into the zone, on to net, and save made by Pruitt. Face off one, and then a quick shot by Kerber saved away from the near side. Felker holds it in. Wagner finds it, trying to get it out near side. Ooh, sorry about that. Got the zoomed in a little too far. There we go. In front, backhand attempt on, save made. Now Wagner blows the tire, and Hawks going to come in with an odd man rush. Haynes shot on, ooh, and a blocker saved there by Pruitt. As he had all kinds of room, hitting square in the blocker. Now Felker in front, the second attempt can't get it in. Another shot on, saved away. And the best chance of the night so far for the Hawks as the Americans bring it back in the other way. Bryson pass Taylor, drops to a knee through the slot, now backhands it on. This is barely backdoor open. Pector tied up with Stinson, can't put one on. Back top of the zone, picked up by Haynes. Wants another shot at Pruitt, shot on, that one wide. Bounces out in front, you can't settle it to put it on. As Taylor picks it up again, clears it away up to Bryson, who brings it in. Stinson stands his ground, steals it away, gets it out of the zone off Lind. It was off, they let it go. Taylor pick it up, he'll reset anyway. Now he's poked off by Bonsack, and they're going to call this one as Bonsack and Taylor get into it. And Bonsack will get a tap on the helmet from Bryce Haynes to tell him to calm down a bit. Referees tell him to keep the sticks on the bench. We'll stop things here. They called it offsides, and we'll have a face-off coming far side. Everybody cools down. Bryce will come out onto the ice. Webb goes to the dot against Phelps. Wins it back, and they'll shoot it in. That one off the stick of Reed Smith. Deep into the corner, settles down. Bonsack with it, had one on. That's Stremlaw, gets it to Sharamataro as there's traffic behind Duck. Webb posts out in front. Phelps on him. They get top of the zone. That one sneaks under the stick of Smith. Touches it, no icing. Pruitt plays it to Lynn and almost has it picked. They get able to get it out of the zone. Ooh, a big hit there by Bonsack. Lays out Caden Parks. Excuse me, that's Liam Webb on the ice. Moving, but I think got that wind knocked out of him a bit. Let him gain his composure there. Bonsack caught him with his head down and dropped him. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first. Webb on his feet as head head coach Ryan Webb and Brian Lind out to help him out. He'll skate off as Bonsack put him in the last year. Good clean hit. You got to keep your head up coming through the zone, and Ryan made him pay. Lind will take a shift off, and he's a hockey player, so he'll be back out next period, I'm sure. He'll take the last 2 minutes of the first and take a union break in the penalty box. Get himself a cup of coffee and a Danish and rejoin the team here in a few. Take that back. They are going to give Bonsack a penalty here as he's the victim of being too big for his position. So the Hawks will go to the kill here with 1:59 to go here in the first. Only assume they'll give Ryan a roughing call as Affton wins the draw. Shine, top of the zone, gives it up far side. That was shot in wide. Picked up by Peckard. Front, slubs it through. Ricochets it off at Duck's pad through the 5-hole, and 8 seconds into the power play. Affton will take a 1-0 lead here with 1:51 to go in the first period. So the former Ice Hawk gets the first goal of the game. Peckard will lead the charge to the bench. Power play goal, and Bonsack will come back out of the box. Lind still being attended to, or excuse me, Webb still being attended to. In the box, the Hawks win the draw. Now they got to try to get it back here, playing a goal down. In front, that one off the chest of Pruitt. Haynes put it back on. Now it goes just wide. Front again, that one to the side. Now Haynes in the corner with Taylor. 1:20 to play in front. Ooh, and Felker got tied up. Picked up by Stinson near the circle. He'll dump it back in for Felker. It's him to shine me on low. Alex comes with it. Backhands it in front. Back on the 10th on by Shelton. Saved and goes wide. Back out to the point. Now they cleared out the center. Felker steps up trying to peel away. Stremla will bring it into the circle. Has 2 in front, shot on anyway, and Cope able to make the save. Shots even 13 apiece. Now the Hawks can't get it out of their end. They hold it in, trying to get everybody ahead. Americans able to steal it away. Now they trickle it out past middle into the American zone. Wagner will pick it up on the near side. Take it far side off the boards. Haynes picks it up, and now we're going to get a penalty called here, and another one called on the Ice Hawks as they're going to send Simpson to the box on a rough. So with 36 to go, Stinson takes the second penalty of the game, and a little home cooking here for Affton. Hawks trying to fend off another power play. Hold it in the zone. Herbert flips this one out to center. Schmittling will chase it in. Near side. After trying to clear, picked up by Shelton. Short-handed shot on. Pad save made by Pruitt. Schmittling trying to get there to swat it on. He can't before they cleared out the center. Contact. In the box for the first goal for the Americans. Out on defense for the kill. Holds it in top side. Tries to rip it down near side. Down now the icing with 4.5 to go. We'll get a face-off in the Hawks end. 4.5 seconds to go in the period, and still 59 seconds to go on the power play for Affton. Sharamataro to the dot against Shelton. Won by the Hawks. They can't clear it. Tipped it right out to Lynch. Shot in. Bonsack holds it, and that'll do it for the first. Hawks give up a power play goal towards the end of the first period off a Petker's stick with 1:51 to go, and that's the difference in this one right now as we go to the second. Affton up 1-0. They'll go back on the power play as we start the second period. go back to net for the Hawks. Will be joined by Bonsack and Bryce Haynes on the backside. Henry and Phelps come out to make up the foursome for the kill here. Another 54 seconds on the penalty to Stinson. Taylor, Liam Webb, as aforementioned, hurt there towards the end of the first. He's back out with Petker up front for Affton. They win the draw, get it back. Now picked up by Henry. They hook him and hold him up, able to tip it on to Pruitt's stick. He'll cover to hold things up and stop the clock. 8 seconds in. Puck drop, stalls at the dot. Henry able to get it, can't put it on, so he puts off the stick of Shine. Now Affton able to get it into the zone. Down low in the corner, that one poked away by Haynes. Now he has it. Favor returned by Strimlo as he steals it. Gets it back out to Webb at the top of the zone. Gets it back to Strimlo. Down low for Petker. With a circle shot on and a save made by Cope. And the Hawks go to bring it back out near side. Up to center. Haynes hangs onto it, dumps it into the zone. Bounces back up in front, and Pruitt has to cover things up as it bounces off the lower dasher boards and comes right back to him. 9 seconds left in the power play for the Americans. But the Hawks will get an offensive zone face-off here. 46 seconds in. Shelton, Hughes, Bryce Haynes, and Fager up for the Hawks with Stinson ready to hop out of the box. Shelton to the dot against Dormer. Back to Wagner. He'll rip it around far side as Haynes cheating to the middle, has to retreat and chase. Now the icing as the penalty expires to Stinson. So luck there for the Hawks as they'll get an offensive zone face-off and back to 5-on-5 hockey as they kill off that penalty. 1 for 2 on the kill tonight are the Hawks. Face off to the far side. Haynes on, takes the face off draw, wins the far side up against Taylor. Try to push it out, Stinson back on, holds it in at the point. Dumps it down low for Felker, and got there by Niddle. She bumps him off the puck to the corner. Overby near side. Stinson trying to push it ahead as Shelton gets into him. He'll dump it back down low, nobody there. Haynes comes around, trying to beat Wagner to it. Back up out of the zone, they clear it away. Fager to the front as Shelton comes in front of him to steal it away. Gets it to Shelton, it's Stinson. Colton throws it in, that one hits the board hard and settles. Felker far side has to avoid the referee, dumps it down low as Haynes is going for the front of the net. Now Shelton comes to help out as he's pushed off by Dormer. Niddle gets a piece, pushes it ahead for Taylor, but off the boards and right to Stinson. Shot on, goes wide, comes back to Shelton near side, shot on off the stick and then the post. He goes wide for the Hawks, can't get it to drop. Had some good shots on net tonight, but can't get them through. Pecker's the one to find a seam, and that one bounced off the pad of Cope as he was on the power play. And the Hawks push it back in. Top of the zone, picked up by Stinson, has to reset with Haynes deep in the zone on the long change. Gets it to Schmetling. Now up to Henry, off his stick for Hughes, far side, leans in on the back end, retreats, trying to center it up. That one intercepted by Dormer. And now Taylor goes to bring it out. Has that stolen away for a moment by Schmetling, and now Henry in the way as Kerber tries to throw it out, but they hold it in on the point. Dormer steps in, makes a move around in front, gets a back door, but Brand fans on the shot. Stays 1-0 after. They had the back door wide open. Now Schmetling off his stick, it's out to center. It's a race to the puck. Hughes and Smith. Smith wins it, puts it in. Schmetling trying to bang it off the boards and knocks it down. Takes a nap and bounce into the zone. Now they clear it away again for Schmetling, far side. Overby bumps him off. Now Taylor able to steal away. Top of the zone for Affton. Brings it out near side off the board that he's put in by Hughes. Throws it in. Down low, Bonsack goes to bring it up the boards near side, puts it off for Henry. Charlie picks it up, tries to put a shot on, that one off the shin guards. Lind, and here they come in the other way. Shot on, that one hard shot, but clears well wide near side, wraps all the way around past Lind into the afternoon. He'll pick it up in the circle. Flips it up and out of the zone to Smith at center, tips it back for Opperman. He'll throw it into the zone near side. Bonsack Behind Duck, wraps it around, but no one there. Taylor will let it go. Thrown back on. Glove save there by Duck, and that'll stop it at 11:15. In the second period, shots even 15 apiece, but the Americans with the one goal lead this one 1-0. Draw one by the Americans. Taylor, sick moves around, now met by Haynes. And Bryce stands him up in the circle, cleared away by the Hawks, but into the Affton bench. This will stay in the zone, and we'll get another face-off in the far circle. Mercinger, Phelps, and Haynes out with Fager and Northrop. Raw win, shot back, and that one off the stick. And wide for the Americans. Clears back for Lynn. Well, boys on the Hawks bench happy with the hit there. They put it back into the zone. Mercier will chase it down low. They try to hold it in. Hughes has it near side. Feeds it back, trying to get to Fager or Haynes. Haynes takes a shot. It goes wide. Off the board, Lynn wraps it around. This should be icing if it makes it. Boys are going to have to really sell it to not get there, and they will. Seen them skate faster, but they didn't start out that way. The referee takes mercy and gives us the icing call with 10:28 to go here in the second period. Shelton, Haynes, Elker, Kerber, and Stinson out. As Stinson holds it in after Affton wins the draw, but can't move it ahead. It bounces off his leg into the top of the zone. Now Shelton fighting against Webb. Holds it now. Strumbaugh somehow able to hold it in on the point far side. Gets it over to Felker. Knocks it down, gets it out to Haynes. Center shot on. A glove save made there by Pruitt. Hawks trying to get some flow going in the game. They had a little bit in the middle of the first period. Most of it has been in Afton's favor. They haven't had their shots as they get this one into the slot, but behind Felker. Tried to get it near side. And it's cleared away by Affton. Now Kerber tried to stick a swing, misses. Strumlaw picks it up. Far side, Haynes puts it off the glass and settles right down in front. Shot on by Webb, turned away by Duck. Now another one bouncing in. Duck able to keep the pads down and keep that one out. Back out to center ice. Webb throws it back towards the Hawks in. They get it through the legs of Shelton. Strimble, that shot high and wide to the near side. Shine holds it against the boards. This one high. Felker trying to knock it out. Strimble pulls it down in the circle, moves around. Puck picked by Felker. Strimble able to get it back into the corner, dumps it behind Cope to the far side. Center pass in front. That one through traffic. And now over to Felker, trying to get it out. Sharamataro knocks it down, gets it far side. Shot on, that one high over the net. From Affton, and now the Hawks near side still can't clear it. Webb reaches back, holds it in, gets it far side. Parks with a shot on, that one high and off the glass. Lots of action towards the net, nothing but was on. As the Hawks able to clear, then Affton brings it back in, puts another shot on net from distance. Hawk able to clear it away. Shine picks it up in neutral zone, trying to throw it ahead. Webb picks it up there, Shelton on him, but Webb able to move in with it. Now swatted out. Stinson goes to the corner with Sharamataro. Shoves him off. Now Sharamataro just straight up interfering, no call. Stinson comes back with it, can't clear. Held down at the point by Wagner. Shot on, deflected by Sharamataro, but wide. Give him the shot anyway. 19-16. Haynes brings it in for the Hawks. Shot on wide to the far side. The Hawks are going to change. They got to hurry. They're going to have too many on the ice. They let them get away with it as Stinson and Kerber are still trying to hop off. Henry brings it in, top of the zone. Shot on, can't get much on it. Wagner has his stick held to the ice. Takes him into the corner instead. Trickles out for Haynes near side. Back down low. Haynes tried to wrap up Pecker. Buxton able to skate through it. Schmittling pulls him off as he was able to get in the way. Trying to knock it down in front, loose puck. Nobody can put it on net. Hawks trying to pull it back top of the zone. Haynes can't hold it in. Now bounces over the stick of Henry and goes the Americans' way. Peck down low, takes another shot, odd angle. That one goes behind the net, goes far side. Hughes with it in his own end, wraps it off the boards, rips it around, but Pecker there to hook it off. Schmidtling takes the loose puck, trying to get it out. Brings it up, gets it up to Henry. Charlie in 2-on-1, gets it over to Hughes, but that one between the skates and the stick, can't get anything on it. Americans pick it back up as Taylor gets bumped off of it. In front, shot on, pad save again there from Duck. And this one thrown in on net. Ooh, just barely. Hits Wagner. Wagner thought it was going to go wide. Luckily for him, he had the pad down and would have trickled in just inside the post. Hughes gets down to it, lone man, and as the Hawks would change, they try to center it up. Met there by Bryson. Taylor gets it out. Far side, they'll throw that one in wide of the net. Taylor chases to the corner near side. Bonsack goes to put him in. Let's go with the stick as he pulls up last second. Doesn't really take a boarding cover. Wrapped around far side. They hold it in on the point. That's Lind. Throws that one in. Simpson with it in the corner. Gets it off the boards near side. Lind will pick it up in his own end. Shoots it far side. For Smith. Come back, gets it out. Bouncing puck over the top. They're going to wave off the ice and say Bonsack touched the puck to center. Simpson off the boards near side. That one settled down to center. As Smith tries to make a move around Phelps. Nate knocks it down, gets to center, hits it ahead, but Altenberg was dropping back into his own end. The Americans able to clear it into the Hawks. Off the board, bounces over Taylor's stick. Now Cooper has it on his stick, 2-on-2 with Northrop. Cooper sends it in, a little short shot, tried a little flop shot on him, and Pruitt able to glove it down. Stops the clock with 5:40 to go here in the second period. Haynes wins the draw. Shelton over to Simpson, shot it and goes wide. Parson Felker tied up in front as Affton clears it up to the point. Feger off the boards towards the middle of the ice. Felker trying to tip it on and covered up by Pruitt. Restart again. We'll bring it near side this time. Shelton wins it back to Haynes, gets it to Fager on the point, dumps it down low. Hawks trying to set it up, it's too far for Shelton. Americans pick it up. Top to the blue line, they hit Brand near side, one to beat, that's Fager. Logan backs up, gets a swing at it, able to interrupt the play just enough for Simpson to come in and help out. Brings it out of the zone, center ice. So back in for the Americans, but cleared away by the Hawks. Shelton flips it back in down low. Shine behind his own net off the stick of Haynes. Fager top of the zone, dumps it back down low. In front, it goes off the stick and in. They get the rebound up the other way. The Hawks return to favor. Brant Haynes will get the goal for the Hawks. Ties it up at 1 with 4:46 to go here in the second period. I'll take it. We'll give Logan the assist on that one. Hawks make it a new game here with under 5 to go in the second period as they return to favor on a ricochet shot up the stick of Brant Haynes. And I'll bring this one in offside. Henry will go up against Taylor here right in front. Hawks have had a habit of scoring in bunches after they break the ice here this season. We'll see if they can do it here in this one as the Americans bring it back in and shoot that one wide of the net. They control in front now. They almost get another ricochet shot of their own. They try to put it off of Henry. Up there to swat it away. Kerber trying to wrap it around and out, held in by Taylor. Throws it up for a centering pass for Dix, too far. Goes to the circle. He's bumped off by Bonsack, and now Henry able to get it up to Hughes. Schmittling brings it in far side. That one hooked away by Wagner and thrown back out of the zone. 1-on-1. In against Kerber. Shot on. Glove save for Duck. Now Kerber moves it up the ice. Get it out of the zone. No icing is the call as it goes off the stick of Niddle and into the zone. Rolling puck won't stay on the blue line enough for the Hawks. Oh, they're going to say Kerber held it in. It looked like me like it was going to roll out. They might let him get away with it. Now, Opperman and Hughes meet far side and both go to the ground, and Bonsack throws it in front. This shot on off the stick. Pruitt goes wide. Tipped in front. Henry with a shot, and that one deflects high. Into the corner it goes. Back for Kerber. Backs up the center ice. Throws that one far side for Bonsack. Right. Throws it in. He'll go for the change. Hughes, one man in. Bumped off there by Wagner. Stays with it. Tips it out to the circle. He'll go back to the circle as Kerber will back up one man back. Thrown in, and Mercinger there puts it off at Taylor as he's trying to get off the ice for the change. Keeps it in for the Americans, and the Hawks able to clear. Can't move it very far. They get it back to center. Dix tips it ahead as Strimlow comes into the zone. Baker blows a tire and a shot on, and the blocker stays there for Duck. Webb and Fager into it as they try to center it up. Wagner back to the top of the zone, throws it back in. Kerber there to pick it up, taps it around near side. Niddle steps up from the point to hold it in for Affton. Backhanded in by Strimlow. Down low, Fager again trying to wrap it out. Kind of hands on it a bit, stays in. Dix from the circle, shot on. Point blank shot for Duck, able to keep it out of the net. We got a penalty coming up here, and this will pause things with 2:01 to go. And we're going to get a rough here on Niddle, it looks like. So the Hawks can get their first power play of the night as Niddle takes the first for Affton. 3 calls tonight, and they've all been roughing calls. And the Hawks do the power play here with 2:01 to go. See if they can take a lead here late. Excuse me. Haynes twins out with Shelton, Stinson, and Felker to start the power play here. Under 2 to go in the first. They win the draw. Shelton put it off the glass and takes a Affton bounce into the netting, and we'll restart things from the far corner. Gotcha. Try it from here. Oh, now cleared away by Lind. Be an icing call as he jettisoned this one out of the Affton zone. Got turned around inside my hoodie. Oop. Quick drop of the puck there. Wasn't quite ready. Comes back top of the zone. Shot on. Ooh, knocked down in front by Felker. Oh, now a centering pass out of the reach of Shelton. They'll clear that one away. Icing again on Affton, and a little too used to the high school rules here, perhaps. They keep icing the puck here. 1:37 to go in the second period. Draw one. Haynes in the slot, backhands it on, but can't get a ton. Keep it in the zone, though. Centering pass goes through everyone as the Twins miscommunicate, goes through the both of them. Stinson picks it up near side. Back in, Felker in front, backhanded attempt on, goes wide. Still out in front, and now that will be covered up by Pruitt. Stop again, 1:16. This one should go to the far side. Draw one off, back to Haynes, but it goes past him and is under his stick. Clears back to their own neutral zone. Gets it to Stinson near side. Colton shot on from just outside, and that was going high and wide. Pruitt will glove it down and hold on to it, stop the play, and give the Hawks an offensive zone face-off. Near side, and same personnel will stay out. Hawks going to ride with it here. 1:05 to go in the second, all tied up at 1. win this one, throw it in, and now Pruitt trips up Felker as he comes in a little bit late. Alex turns around wanting a call. They're not going to give it to him. They'll try once more here. One back to Haynes. Tried to put a shot on Pecker, able to get it in. Oh, then throw that one off the post. Off the stick at Bryce Haynes. Hawks are getting control. This one trickles out in front, and now Pruitt will cover it up. And now Felker going to stand there against Shine a little extra. And the referee separates them there again. So 21 to go on the power play for the Hawks. 52 to go here in the period. Sheldon wins it again. Try to get it to Haynes. Bounces over his stick. Bryce picks it up. Top of the circle. Steps up. Takes a shot. Puts another one off the post. That's 2 in a row that Bryce has put on net and have gone off the iron. Now in front. Oh, that one off the skate. Felker. Now Felker two-hand Shine, and he takes exception to it. And now we got some fisticuffs going in the corner as Felker got a little angry at Owen Shine. Now Caden Parks came in to defend, and now we're going to have some separation. No calls here as of yet. Parents getting into it now as the referees will talk about it in the circle. So 35 to go here in the second period. 5 seconds to go in the man advantage for the Ice Hawks. They put another shot on goal. Coach come onto the ice to tend to Owen Shine. Now the referee is going to take everyone to the box, and Coach Ryan Webb wants an explanation from the referees as to why nothing called there. Actually, one talking to Coach Felker as well. They're going to put Parks in the box. And I wonder if they're going to put Felker in the box as well. And Gus pleading his case to the referee over in front of the Hawks box, and looks like they might do a matching minor 5-on-5. There's no one in the box yet for the Hawks. I imagine they'll put Alex in there if they're going to put anyone in. A double minor. Put a number 5 there. We don't have a number 5, so we'll have to see what that is. Four now Mercier will go to the box for the Hawks. So bench minors perhaps? I understand what's going on here. So Mercier will serve a penalty for the Ice Hawks. Shine goes in for the Hawks. For some reason there's a 4-minute penalty up for the Hawks as well. 4-on-4, so the only thing I can think is they just messed up and haven't been able to clear it off. They'll take care of it in the intermission. 4-on-4 right now. Shot in again there from Haynes as Pruitt settles it and has to cover as he didn't get all of it. And Haynes put a rifle shot on the net. Pruitt able to stay in the way. 26-21. Shots on advantage of the Hawks. Pruitt out of the box, so the Americans are, excuse me, still 4-on-4. How they'll play it. Hawks have it in the zone. Haynes with a shot on that one wide to the far side. As Brand able to put one on. 6 seconds left. Up and out of the zone it comes, and now Taylor with it. Puts a shot on. 6 saved there by Duck, and that's how the second period ends. And I imagine they'll be able to clear up the clock. Come back for the third, all knotted at one here in All-American between the Hawks and the Americans. Gonna get interesting here, folks. Don't go anywhere. Hawks went down 1-0, 1:51 to go in the first period. Brexton Pecker put one in on the power play for Affton. It stayed that way till 4:46 to go in the second when Brant Haynes took a shot from the corner and put it off the back of Zane Pruitt's stick and got it into the net for the Hawks to tie things up, and that's where we stand here as we go into the third period here in South County. Once again, we'll be on the air tomorrow, 11 a.m. from McHenry in the junior rink. That game moved from an 11:15 start in Granite City due to the cold against Twin Bridges tomorrow morning, and then we will have the Affton Americans once again as we play a home game on the 1st of February at 8 a.m. in the Pecker rink at McHenry. 2 more games after that for the SIIH at Chesterfield on the 7th, at Kirkwood on the 8th. And you'll have to watch those on live barn or in person as we'll be in Chicago for the CSCHL playoffs with the St. Louis Eagles. We're all tied up here for the Hawks here 1-1. As a draw into the American zone, Schmittling ties up Wagner in the corner. Trickles out off the stick of Henry, can't control, and the American's able to clear it. Bryson brings it up, throws it in. The third starts and how the second ended. Bonsack brings it out of the zone, throws it off the boards and into the Affton in for the SIIHawks. Schmittling ties up Wagner in the corner. Out in front, trying to center it up. Wagner able to clear it away to Taylor at center. Skates along center ice, brings it in. Freddie. On the forehand, who stood up in the circle by Bonsack. Bonsack might have got the worst of it. Looks like he got hit down in the nether region. He'll go for a change. Like maybe he hit Taylor so hard he got the old knee up there, and a cup check fail for Ryan. Go and recoup there on the bench. Hawks get it out of the zone. Up ahead, Bryson tips it in for Taylor down low. Freddie lets it on the backhand. Phelps and Stinson get a piece of it. Now that one cleared away by Schmittling past Shine into the Affton end. That'll be icing on the SIIHawks. And they only have 21 shots on the board for the Americans, and apparently did not give them the shot at the end of the period. Thought it got on before the final horn, did not. So 26-21, Hawks leading shots in a tie game. This one tipped out of the zone by Hughes. Picked off by Webb. They go move it back the other way. Stremlau has to hold up as Pecker knocks it down, gathers it in the neutral zone. He'll drop it back for Shine. Puts it in. Stinson there. Flips that one out of the zone. That'll be icing. He tried to put that one on net and missed wide. So Mercinger's still in the box for the Hawks, so it is a power play now for the Americans. It's a little confusing as far as how that was going. So they did give them a double minor. That shot in from the Americans goes wide. They are on the power play. Hughes, Phelps, Fager, and Stinson out on the kill. Stremlau has it, and Fager able to steal it away. Taylor picks up the clearing attempt, pulls it into the slot. Shot on, glove saved by Duck. Now makes a pad save against Stremlau. And he's able to turn away the Americans twice. They hold it in the zone. That shot in the flex wide off the stick of Webb. Goes to the corner. Taylor and Phelps there. Freddie comes out with it, gets it far side. They kick it back top of the zone. Shine back down low. Stremlau shot on. That one off the back of Fager's leg and goes wide. Wrap it around far side. Stremlau again. Gavin throws it down low for Taylor. Hughes on Taylor. Taylor fights through, off the boards in front. Shot on, they score. Well, they set it up perfect. Poor Duck never saw it coming. They hit him on the blind side, and by the time he got the leg over, it was already in the back of the net. Another power play goal for Affton, and they take a 2-1 lead. 12-11 to go here in the third period. So 2 power play goals for Affton tonight. Have them a 2-1 lead. Oh, and they're still on the power play. Forgot about that with the double minor penalty. Doesn't clear away. Oh, and the Hawks score again. That's my fault. Everybody out looking down. Hawks hit it right back. Short-handed, looked like Charlie Henry, and that's my fault. Hawks get it right back. Henry puts it in short-handed for the Hawks with 19 seconds to go in the penalty. 11:54 to go. In the period and ties it back up at 2. Henry gets it back again. Puts it ahead. This one past Parks and into the zone. Going back in off the stick of Overby down low. Far side, Henry leans on and pushes the puck away. Haynes steps in, forces it down low once more. Mercinger out of the box, so the power play over now finally for the Americans. Back to 5-on-5 action after all the kerfuffle down low. Center and pass, bounces to Haynes, puts it on, pad save, still bouncing in the slot, pulled away by Henry again, turns around, takes a shot, that one off. Parks now into the zone for Bryson, gets in behind Haynes, but he skates in. Good job for Bryce to get back and push him off. Has all kinds of time. Now throws this one at the net, but it's going to go well wide as he had all kinds of space in front of him. Icing is the call on the Ice Hawks, and penalty coming here, or excuse me, face-off coming here in their own net. Sorry about that. Missed it. Thought they were coming back the other way. Looked down to update my sheet, and next thing I knew, Henry was putting one in the net. Phelps wins this one. Move that one out. A little too much mustard off the stick of Schmittling. Intended for Hughes and too far, and their icing call. Face-off won by the Americans. Shot off of Schmittling, goes far side. Bonsack puts Dixon to the board. Now Stinson with it. Trying to put it off the glass. This one lands in Dix's shoulder. Now he's able to clear it behind everyone. Hughes trying to split everybody and get in with it. Affton able to get it and put it back out the center. Dix throws it back in near side. Past Stinson, gets it behind his own net from ground far side. Schmittling steps through. That one actually goes off his skate, stays in for the Americans. Dix tried to put it through in the slot. Bonsack trying to clear it away. Comes back, shot in. Plaid save there for Duck. Far side. Stinson has to go around the referee, who takes a leisurely path to the corner. Now this one thrown out by Phelps. Kept in by Stinson and Hughes. Thrown on. That one goes wide. Wraps all the way around out to center ice. Bonsack, cross ice, intended for Hughes. That one knocked up by Niddle. She'll settle it to center, but picked up there by Schmittling. Thrown in, but Wagner there to intercept Opperman from center. Backhands it into the zone. Bonsack with it. Puts on the brakes. Avoids a check there from Dix as those two get into it down low. Opperman has it, trying to center it up. Dix has it again on the backhand. Pushed off by Bonsack. Takes exception again. This one rolls out in front. Duck will put the glove on it. Now we get a little more extras. And now they're going to send Dix off for rough. And the Hawks go back on the power play here. With 9:22 to go here in the third period. See if they can take a lead for the first time here tonight. Four penalties called tonight. They've all been roughing calls. Back to the point. Haynes can't hold it in. Now Pecker in all alone on the shorthand. Gets around Stinson down low, trying to center it up. That one off the stick of Northrup, and Duck will cover things up to stop play here with 9:09. Shelton twins, Stinson and Hughes out for the power play. Affton wins it on the kill, and they get that shot off far side, deflects out of play. That was off the stick of Smith and deflected by Brant Haynes. Takes a couple more ticks off the clock. Another quick shot off the draw for Affton, and a save made there by Duck. Now the Hawks is trying to kick it out of the zone on the power play. Pecker double team in center ice. Hughes able to get it back to Bryce Haynes. Kicks it across ice for Stinson. Moves it up for Brant Haynes. Brant muscles around Smith. Has two in front. Laid on it. Oh, puts it off the pad of Pruitt, but everybody too deep. Stinson steps up, holds it in on the blue line. Haynes far side. Interfered by Smith. They let that one go. Lynn picks it up, wraps it around near side. Price tries to catch up to it, has to drop back to his own blue line. Shoots it over far side for Stinson again. Centering pass between Hughes and Shelton. They bring it in, but Shelton in ahead of the puck offside is the call. With 31 seconds left on the power play for the Hawks. Shelton and Webb at the dot as Affton wins it again on the kill. Haynes backhands it to his brother. Brant takes a swing, misses from the circle. Or excuse me, from the dot. Now Stremlau steals it away. Good stick there from Stinson. Pushed away through the slot. Now Bryce brings it back out. Crosses center, flips it into the corner far side. Hughes gets a piece of it. Webb able to kick it out of the zone. They're going to call that one off. That's a good call there. Stinson standing outside the zone. Brought it back in offside. So 7 seconds left on the power play, but a neutral zone face-off ought to do it. That'll get Landry Dix out of the box. Henry will come on for the face-off. One by Affton. Hughes almost able to steal it away, but now in the zone as it come back. Haynes with it. In the dot, gives it back to Bryce. He'll throw it in down low. Penalty over, back to 5-on-5 hockey as Affton clears this one away, and this should be icing on Affton. And it'll stop play at 7:41. Hawks have come from behind twice, went down 1-0 in the first period before Brant Haynes tied it up with 4:46 to go in the second. Gave up another power play goal here in the third with 12:41 off the stick of Liam Webb, but got it right back from Charlie Henry at 11:54 shorthanded, and that's where we stand here in the third. Far side, held in by Kerber in the circle, gets it to Schmittling. Collins steps up top of the circle, takes a shot. That one knocked down and trickles just wide. Northrup with it, throws it down low for Henry. Back out top of the zone, across center ice. Kerber will pick it up in his own end, flips it back out to center as Henry can't handle. Now Parks brings it out for Affton. Up to center to Stremlau. They bring it in. Sharamataro was offside. They let it go. Pad save from Duck, and now another one quick on, and Duck able to make a save there to keep it a tie game as Affton gets a little closer in shots again, makes it 28-29. Henry back out for the faceoff. Another win there for the American. Shine throws that one in, skips off the top of the glass into the netting. And we'll do it again. Back at you again tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. from McHenry. Be in the junior rink for the morning tilt. Ooh, that shot goes just over the glove of Cope and wide for Affton. Back on the air with you 3:20 tomorrow from Affton as the Eagles will take on the Chicago Jets in their second to last game of the year. And a couple of big ones again for the Eagles as they get ready for playoffs to start next week in Chicago, trying to move up to third place. Jets currently ahead and will play 3 in town this weekend against the Sting and the Eagles. Back with you for Hawks hockey again Sunday morning, 8 a.m. from McHenry, and then back out to Chesterfield for the Hawks, or excuse me, for the Eagles and the Knights. That game at 5:50 from Chesterfield Sunday evening. And next week we'll be in Chicago and Darien Sportsplex for the playoffs. Strumlau steps in, shot on. Ooh, that one goes just wide. Afton tried to take the lead there. Niddle throws it back in as Mercinger shoves her off the point. Backhanded out to Easton as he throws it in. Niddle gives him a tap on the shins. This will trickle on net. Pruitt will hold on to it to stop the clock at 5:51. Plenty of shots on goal for both squads tonight. 30 so far for the Hawks, 28 for the Americans. Only 2 of each have found the back of the net. In the corner, Mercinger gets it back for Kerber. Throws it back in the corner. Him and Smith meet there. Everyone fighting with each other now. Taylor kicks the puck free out to the point near side. Bonsack can't hold it in, backs it to his own blue line, kicks it far side for Kerber. Up ahead for Mercinger. Trying to backhand it in. That one off of Smith as he shoves Mercinger off the puck. Throws it in towards the net. Near side. Now Bonsack shoved off. Altensberger can't move it ahead as they push it back into the zone. Kerber, far side, off the stick of Mercinger, sets right up for Smith. Shot in, fans on the shot, goes wide to the right side, 5 to go. Still in, now kicked down by Phelps. Nate brings it up to center ice. Dumps it in, goes for the change, they gotta hurry. After gonna try and catch him, Lynn picks it up, flips it around near side for Overby. Hawks do a good job on the change. Hughes tried to bump him off the puck, that's Taylor. Tips it into the zone. Stinson has it down low, off the boards, and doesn't get very far. Then takes a bad bounce. Right back to him, now back to Overby. Turns around past Shelton in front, backhanded attempt on, bounces up into the mid of Cope. He'll hang on, and they'll separate the traffic in front as everybody tied up there. And Bonsack and Hughes taking exception to the extras. Now Bonsack still skating with them. Referees try to separate he and Overby as they both go to their respective benches. Draw won by Affton. Auburn flips it high over that centering pass, broken up. Oh, this one takes a bad bounce off the skate of Shelton right back on. Stinson there to swat it away. Now this one bounces over Colton's stick, throw it towards the net, but it's off the back side of it. They get it back, trying to throw it in front again. Now Shelton has it, and they kick this one. We're going to get an interference call here on Haynes, away from the play. And Bryce pleading this case with the referee, and I don't know exactly what the hell that was, but Bryce still pleading this case into the box as that was away from the play. So Affton gifted another power play here with 4:05 to go in the third period. Game on the line, and another call goes against the Hawks. And the point. Into the zone. He was going to chase it in. Kind of center in front for himself. That one peeled off. Affton goes to bring it back out on the near side. Shine brings it in, double teamed off the puck. He'll dump it in down low. Bonsack with it, but he misses. Strumlau fans as well. Gets it back as he and Hughes meet in the circle. Bonsack brings it out into the zone against Shine. Pushes it off center and up. Oh, a little bit too far. Now Hughes pushed from behind by Strumlau as they clear it away far side. Stinson skates back to get it 2-on-1, able to clear it back, but not out from the point. Taylor turns around, feeds it down low to Strimlau. Back to the slot. They overskated the puck. Come back to the point. Affton able to hold it out to stick a shine. Pecker gets it to Webb, far side. Centers it up. Point blank twice. Duck turns him away. Still loose, far side. Now Bonsack and Stinson double team as Schmidtling's going to bring this one out of the zone. Hughes backhands it over to the near side for Stinson. Flips that one off the board's far side and into the zone. Off the boards, past Henry as the referee in the way once again. This will go the length for icing at 2:36. And now the bench is going to get a minor as Coach Felker done messing with the referees in the way multiple times this evening and got in the way of that one. So Bonsack will go to serve that one. So another penalty on the board as Haynes ready to get out of the box. And now Bonsack goes for a bench minor at 2:36. So 5-on-3 here for a second. Bryce will come out. Bonsack will be in for the next minute 30. Here with 2:36 to go, and the Hawks playing two squads here tonight as they win the draw. Shelton puts it off the boards. Phelps onto the ice for Haynes as he jumps into the bench, but this one deflects off into the Hawks bench. We'll get another restart here in the neutral zone with 2:27 to go. Hawks has it in their own end. Back out to center, they kick it. Sheriff-Mataro crosses into the Hawks zone. He's peeled off there by Fager. Off the glass and out of the zone. Shelton got to skate hard to it as Overby gets in the middle, and now we're going to get a call here. High stick or interference, one of the two. They're going to give an interference call to Affton, and that'll even things up here with 2:01 to go in the game as Overby will take an interference call. Whoa. Still all knotted at 2. 2 minutes to go in this one. 4-on-4 hockey for the next 50 seconds, and then the Hawks will be on the power play. Stinson from the point, almost blew the tire shot in on Pruitt, and a stick save made as Stinson about fell down on the shot. 45 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Henry, Brant Haynes, Fager, and Stinson out for the Hawks. Shine gets this one off the face-off. He'll carry it far side. Ball's down. Good no call there. That's the first good no call all night. Hawks hold it in. Throw it again far side. From the near side. Stinson shot on. Bad save made. Henry has it down low. Trying to center it up. Puts it off the net. Haynes comes in. Can't gather it. Off the boards far side. Sheriff-Mataro will settle it down. Trying to hit Bryce. But that one behind him. Now behind Stinson as well. No icing is the call. Bryce and Stinson to the corner. Colton tried to drop it. Didn't go anywhere. Lots of snow in the corners there. 10 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Haynes comes out with it. Getting ready to go on the power play as Haynes steps up into the zone. High slot takes to the far corner. Now we got a call coming here against Affton. Hawks going to have a 5-on-3 as Duck heads to the bench. Bonsack on. Oh, one take a shot, fanned on it. Takes another one. That one into Pruitt's mitt. That'll stop play with 55 seconds to go. Hawks are going to go on the 5-on-3 here at the end of the game. The Hawks kill it all off. As they send Bryson to the box. With 55 to go. See the Hawks and win it here. Bryce from the point. It's a far side. Stinson trying to put it in front. Henry shoots and scores! Charlie Henry puts it in on the power play. 46.7 to go. The Hawks take a 3-2 lead. Still 121. Now we're going to get a timeout here by Affton. With 46.7 to go, the Hawks take a 3-2 lead. So minute 21 left on the penalty. So the whole game left on the power play for the Hawks. Got to play smart. Oh, and now some expletives from the bench in the penalty box, which isn't necessarily allowed, as referees missed that one. As the parent from the Affton penalty box yelling to the Hawks parents with a certain expletive that aren't supposed to be commenting, cheering anything from the box, and referees all let it go. They're trying to get out of here. Hawks with a 3-2 lead, going to try to do the same. Henry just got the lead on that goal. Wins the draw, they throw it in. Smith down low with it. 39 seconds to go. Back out the center. Hawks got to play smart. On the power play the rest of the game, they have it down low. Back out to the point. Trying to put it in, they should score! Bryce Haynes gets this one. Couldn't see it from the post. 28.6 and the Hawks with a 4-2 lead. Quick draws here as the referee's ready to get out. Haynes scored the 26 to go, 15, and Brand will take it down deep in his own end. They'll be content to hold it. 5-on-5, they'll pin it in the corner with 8 seconds to go. Wagner comes in, takes a shot, they break it free. Simpson has it, he'll hold it there as Dix comes in, and that'll do it. Hawks come from behind twice, down a goal twice. Tie things up at 2 early in the third. On the stick of Charlie Henry with 11:54 to go. He'll add another with 55 seconds. Take a 3-2 lead. Bryce Haynes adds on an insurance goal with 26 and another power play goal, and the Hawks take this one here 4-2. Will set up a great meeting Sunday morning against them once again at McHenry in the pro rink and the Petker rink. We'll see them there again. We'll be back at it tomorrow, 11 a.m. from the junior rink against Twin Bridges. Big 2 points there for the Ice Hawks, and they'll get ready to get 4 more here this weekend before the weekend's out. Good complete game here for the Hawks as they stayed with it. Down a couple times, come back and win this one here 4-2. Till tomorrow morning. Once more from All-American, your Ice Hawks 4, Affton Americans 2. We'll see you guys tomorrow from the junior rink. Till then, enjoy the rest of your Friday evening, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching, everybody.